Good morning, good day, or good evening, whatever suits you guys at this time. Welcome to the Assassin's Creed Mirage Cinematic World Premiere. So, I've been a huge fan of Assassin's Creed for so long, and I know that Ubisoft did their UB Forward thing yesterday at the time of recording, and I really wanted to record a video straight off that, but thankfully, this thing called COVID makes it sometimes just feel like you've got a bad copy, you don't really want to do things. So, that was me yesterday. But I did watch this trailer through with one of my friends just on our Discord call, and I've really loved it. I've been a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. In fact, some of the oldest videos on my channel are the Assassin's Creeds that I used to record. I never completed a series because at the time I was recording with pretty much like a handheld camera on a tripod looking at a screen. Very inefficient, not a good way of doing it. And it was 2014, a long time ago. Part of me wishes I had stayed with it, but I loved Assassin's Creed. I'm the person who buys all of the really expensive pre-orders, so I get the statues, or the dolls, as my mum calls them. I don't have them with me because I'm in a different house to where my mum lives, which is where all the statues currently are. But I love the game. I always have. And I've even enjoyed the ones that were a bit more negatively seen. So we're talking Odyssey and Valhalla. I haven't finished Valhalla yet. I will probably be streaming that later today. We'll get to that. But yeah, Assassin's Creed has always been one of my favourite things. It's one of the most successful things on my YouTube channel back in the day. I have removed them now because it's cringe watching those videos back. But I'm so excited to see a new trailer. So like I said, I've seen this before. We're going to go through it. But yeah, without any further ado, let's kind of get into it. I'm so excited to see Assassin's Creed back again. It's been 2 years that we've been waiting for this. Obviously, nothing concrete. They said 23. We don't actually know when in 2023. Their usual release date is around the end of September, early October. Why am I talking? Let's get into it. Yeah, so I'm so excited. I'm a huge fan of these full cinematic animatics rather than the gameplay trailer. Obviously, I know some people want to see gameplay because that's the whole point of the game that you want to see how to play the game that you're playing. Yeah, but I love these. I've always loved the animated trailers all the way since Assassin's Creed 2. I think was the big no Assassin's Creed 1 had all the way back from Assassin's Creed where they had the whole actual cinematic, and I loved it. Look at this pose here. It's almost like it's just a photo of a person. And also, my fun fact, not fun fact, probably really obvious if you've watched the series, you'd recognize it, but the voice of the Master Assassin, Vraker, or something, in the dev trailer they go into her name, but her voice is so iconic, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, is this the same voice? And I looked up and said, yeah, I know my voices.
Are you ready to give up who you once thought you were?
And that's the next thing, is the whole, like, back to the full-on white robes, the typical what you'd see in Assassin's Creed, and what it just puts a smile on my face to see the assassins are coming back again. Obviously, these are still the hidden ones. They're before the assassin order became a thing, but and there's a siren going around outside. Hopefully, you can't hear that. But I'm so excited to see these robes again, see the hoods and the pointed hoods. Oh, it's so much fun. I'm so excited. The graphics are insane, like photoreal. Mad. And it's interesting seeing Basim as well, because obviously he's in Valhalla.
Everything you held close.
I am.
And you do meet him in Valhalla, and it's really good fun. But you don't know much about him, you just know he's got mysterious back, so it's going to be really fun, especially since you see that this is him back in his year, when he was a lot younger, yeah? And it's
Ready to leave your life behind and walk the path of
it's fun to see backstory of a character that we already kind of know. And they're also going back to the route of actually doing the kind of rags to riches, young story to old story. And you can obviously tell he's not experienced here, and I love that because it's kind of bringing back the formula from Assassin's Creed 2, and maybe partially Assassin's Creed as well, the original. But Assassin's Creed 2 is all about, Ezio finding his way from someone who's no idea what this conspiracy group is to suddenly becoming the master assassin that he is in 2, Revelations, etc. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that kind of rotation, focusing on the assassin's story rather than the wider story, the Isu, the real world story. I really like the Isu and the real world story. Probably one of the few people who does. But just watching it, it's nice to go back to the roots. I think it's really important to just see what made the original Assassin's Creed games so good. And it's interesting So I don't know whether they're going to do from that descent part where they she jumped down and caught the thing. I wonder if they're going to go back to the Unity model of the parkour system, which was you had Assassin's Creed climb up and Assassin's Creed climb down. Let's parkour up and parkour down again, because I think that was a really cool addition, because it meant that you could just be at the top of something and drop all the way down and you do the cool stunt. The cool descent. Controlled descent, I think it was called. But I really enjoy it. If they bring it back, great. If not, not too fast, but it'll be cool.
Then out of the dark, you will come into the light.
Good old training montages. So yeah, this is not Massia, if I remember them saying the devs trailer, but it's another one of the forts. I really hope there's a bale of hay below him so he didn't fall to his death there. That would have been entertaining. I did that's how the game just ended. He just fell off the edge and died.
Never forget the tenets you have sworn to uphold.
And here's the other huge thing. So I liked Odyssey and Valhalla, but it was such a big open world. Like Origins started bringing into the open world RPG elements, and then Valhalla and Odyssey took it to the more unrealistic. It's a game, but unrealistic values. So, you know, you I am a demigod. I can summon beams of light from my spear, etc. I still really enjoyed the games. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that it was so open meant you'd spend so much time traveling, and why that's not a bad thing, especially when graphics are so updated and pretty nowadays. But I'm so glad they decided to go back to kind of an urban hub, so you can have the parkour playground that was there in Assassin's Creed 2, all the way up to like the most recent games, so Unity, etc. I'm so happy that they finally brought back the parkour playground, and I can't wait to just jump from roof to roof. It's going to be so much fun.
Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. Hide in plain sight.
Side note, this is a really fun filmmaking technique, which I really like, which is the whole start slow, speed up, start slow, speed up. And I think it's a really cool indicating it gives the impression of supernatural speed, even if it's not quite there. And I just like that. And now he knows how to parkour! Yeah! And traps as well seem like they're going to make that. That's going to be fun. If they bring the traps that were similar in, which one was it? Revelations. That was quite a lot of traps were involved in that. And also, I like this as well. It answers the kind of age-old story question that I've always had, or like lore question, which is, how does the eagle help you find your target? And obviously, in this case, it demonstrates that the eagle follows the target, and then you just follow the eagle, which explains a lot, really, when you think about it. Anyway, another one of my favorite tropes is about to come up, and I love this. It's the whole, I've got a bomb, throw grenade, dodge grenade, go back and go, yeah, good try, and then continue fighting. I love it. It's so funny. It's so good.
Stay forward. You are a hidden one.
And that's a flashback or a throwback to like Assassin's Creed 2's trailer where he jumped off the roof. Which is so cool. But yeah, that's the actual trailer. And I forgot this bit. So, here's my only gripe, okay? I have gripes with this stuff. So recently, when they started adding a lot more of the... When they added a lot more of the Isu elements and the deific... That's not a word. The deity-like elements of things where you see... Like, you can explain it away as, oh, this person's so devoutly religious in their beliefs that they think they see this person's encouraging them in life, when it might just be something else. But it's so weird to say, but this kind of stuff takes me out of the whole story. And like I said, I like the real world story. I like the Isu story. But to me, I don't know, it's so hard to explain. Super advanced technological race, being able to do advanced stuff because technology, that's cool. And it's not realistic, but I can understand it, yeah? But when you start bringing in Jin, which is what that was, versus Odin, versus actual gods with powers, it's kind of... There's a thing like that. I could get over a lot of the ones in Odyssey. That kind of made sense. Like, they could argue it with, oh, these there was such advanced technology that Poseidon's trident could sink Atlantis, for example. I don't know. It seems so hard to explain what a djinn is, unless it's another one of Anisu's creations, which is possible, which would be interesting. Maybe it is possible. Well, there we go. Sorted out my own problem in just a simple discussion. Good fun times.